Hello and welcome to Softening Studio. I am so excited to share that Softening Studio is now open for registration for classes and events in May. Woo! I'm so excited and I cannot wait to talk about more of those details with you. But for now, since you're stopping in, let's just chat about some other things first. So one thing that I'm really excited about is that we are opening the studio on the day that Venus enters Taurus. This feels just so cosmically aligned and such a beautiful way to honor Venus in this embodying and slowing type of energy. And with Softening Studio, there is so much Venus in Taurus. And this is one of those beautiful things where you just keep following your intuition and your guides, and you follow along with the astrology. And then here you are, such as I am right now, having this studio launched on such a cosmically wonderful and important day that reflects so many of the values within Softening Studio. So that's pretty amazing. And I, when I started to realize how this was all coming together and that it was going to happen this way, it felt just so beautiful. So I had to mention that to you. So another thing is, let's do a reading for this time while Venus is transiting Taurus. So, with Venus transiting Taurus, it's a time to slow down and enjoy the little moments. It's time to, find delight and joy in the little things. And it's not about rushing, it's very much about slowing down. Taurus is a earth sign that is very slow and methodical, and it's measured. It doesn't rush, it doesn't force, it just plods along. And with Venus here, it's this beautiful embodiment where we're talking like you're experiencing it. You're physically, you're touching things, you're experiencing it in your life with material items or nature. And it just makes for the most beautiful way to connect with that guidance. And the the energy for May is just it's just such a great shift from some of the energy that we've been having, especially all through eclipse season and with Mercury retrograde. And now finally coming out on the other side of that, we've got Venus entering Taurus today and Mars entering Aries tomorrow. And then just there's some other great astrology coming up later this month too. So if you have been looking for just some ways to feel a little bit more ease and pleasure, here it is. Venus welcomes you. So I'm just going to take a moment to quiet my mind and heart. Okay, so when I do readings, I ask my guides for information on how to perform the reading. I don't always have a specific reading in mind when I go into it. And in this moment, I decided to just let it be open to what we were going to be guided towards. So I was guided to draw 4 cards. for our Venus in Taurus reading. And for our first card, we have Isle of Avalon. And I just realized I didn't say that this is the Healing Waters deck by Rebecca Campbell. So the second card is the Wellspring. And a third card, Let It Rain. And fourth card, Let It Go. So this is really, it's a beautiful reading. Um I was surprised to have this happen the last time I did a reading. I was I was surprised to have it speak to me so resonantly. Sometimes when I do readings like this, I know they're not for me, but the last time I did a reading like this, it was also for me. So this reading may or may not speak to you, but for me, it is today. So for our first card, we have Healing, Returning to Wholeness, Transformation. So with Venus in Taurus, with this reading, there is this transformation happening where you are going to be embodying something. And this embodiment of, something in your life, it could be a practice, it could be an activity that you like. It may or may not be related to a spiritual practice. It could be very mundane. This activity, this thing that you see or do or experience in the world around you is going to help bring healing for you. So your first order of action is to embody that and then to experience the healing. The second spot, the wellspring. So for this one, in our next step is that in order to embody what we're doing, we can't always just jump in. We've got to slow down and we can let it come and arrive to us in our own time, and taking that moment to breathe and taking that moment to just be and settle will allow you to keep returning to that activity while doing other things, whether it's an activity or an experience or a practice, whatever that may be. So in doing those things, you want to make sure that you're returning to yourself so that you are refilling your cup and that you are sustaining that, because this embodiment, this healing is something you need to do. You may need to put forth some effort to bring your attention to it. Let it rain. In bringing your attention to this, in bringing your awareness to this embodiment or activity or experience that you need, and allowing it to be a part of your life sustainably, you will allow things to happen on their own. By giving it space to exist, by giving it space for you to enjoy, you allow it to grow, you allow it to seed, you allow it to be nourished. Whatever it is that needs to happen, you've created space for it, and then it will come. And let it go. As if we've come full circle now, back to our very first card. So in our first card, we have this returning to wholeness, where we are embodying something to experience the healing. And through this time of finding that and finding a sustainable way to do it and continuing to care for ourselves and nourish ourselves and then allowing everything to come together, we are going to come up against some things that may need to be let go. So when those bubble up, it's important to bring your awareness to them and acknowledge them. And then in whatever way needs to happen, let them go. And because this is Venus and Taurus, my feeling is that this may have to do with relationships, somebody or something or a group that we maybe need to let go of, or it could be that you want to be a part of a group or want to have a certain kind of relationship, or you want a specific person or group of people for you to be in relationship to, and there might be something you holding you back from that, in which case you need to let those fears go and allow it to come. And I feel that these cards are a full cycle to be gone through and experienced just again and again as we move through Venus and Taurus, as well as so many other times in our life. So with that, it's beautiful. And I have to just say, just a side note from the reading, that the card Let It Go has the word soften in it, which I didn't really think of or notice previously. So softening is a big part of my life right now, and where I'm at, and why I've created Softening Studio and so many of my other offers. So, oh, what a gorgeous reading. Let me know if you felt as though this reading was for you, and what came up for you, what resonated. So now let's talk a little bit about Softening Studio. So some things that are really important that I want to just get out there right away is that Softening Studio is open for registration for classes for the entire May schedule. And we do offer a free membership to the studio, but you do not need to become a studio member to register for any of our classes and events. This studio membership is just a way for you to create connection and community with others, and it's entirely optional. So for next week's schedule, we have got 2 classes between May 6th and May 10th, and they are Yoga with Julie, Tuesday, May 7th at 11 a.m. And this is a 30-minute yoga class live on Zoom. And registration and investment is donation of $2 or more. There's also a class pass that you can get, and you can also just choose to do a replay option if that's something you're interested in. And then the other event is an energy work and healing circle on Thursday, May 10th. Thursday, May 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern. And this is a 30-minute energy work and healing circle to help you return to your center and connect with the collective energy around you as well as others. And this is a registration investment of a donation of $2 or more. So the full schedule is out and available on the website, and you can access that via the Google Calendar, or you can grab the PDF to view or download. And I'm going to drop all those links below so that you have them. And I think those are the most important things I wanted you to know. We don't have any events this week just because we are just launching the studio open and getting the information out there, and wanted to give folks time to come in and get registered and see how everything worked, ask questions and everything. So if you have any questions, let me know. Email me at hello@softeningstudio.com. And like I said, I'm going to put all the links in the description below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye.